What is going on? Good day, good afternoon. This is
Hey,
Guys Up. Um,
I'm sorry. I had it on mute because the music was loud. I'm sorry.
what's the music loud?
Yeah, in my ear because I got the
Oh,
earpiece on.
gotcha. Um, I am your host at Vicskeyas Faith, and we got Wendy with us.
Wendy.
Yes,
Wendy. My
Wendy with
name
us.
is Wendy.
Girl, look, give me a break. I done had a long weekend, Jesus. I'm tired. Um, um, I feel like weekends are not long enough. I'm gonna put that out there right now. They're not long enough. I feel like we need an extra day. I think the work week should be shortened. There's so many things here that I feel should happen. Uh, I do. I'm tired all the time. I don't know why. When I get done with working, and then if I go out or do things on the weekend, it's just like, it's a lot. But I'm blessed to be able to get out and do things. So I will put that out there. Let me also say this. Y'all, we might be on the lockdown again. Because y'all don't know how to sit down at all. Y'all are out here in these streets.
Or mask up. Or
Y'all
mask
are gonna
up.
and I get it. If you are fully vaccinated, I am fully vaccinated, and I still more times than not, I'm still going to have my mask on. Um, there are some rare occasions where I don't, but for the most part, I have my mask on. We have to be wise because COVID is not over. It's not. So I'm hoping and praying. I did read on CNN.com that California put their mask mandate back in place. They're looking to see what school is going to look like in the fall when school starts as well. I know in some places in California, the students still have a choice whether or not to stay at home or to go back to school. I think we are going to be back in school here, if I'm not mistaken. I know a lot of parents are opting for their kids to do the online school. We actually have an online school in the district in Shelby County Schools. I don't have that information, but they have an online school, I think, office on the airways. So if parents are still not comfortable with their kids going to school here in Shelby County, you definitely can look into that internet option. Of course, there are a lot of options for free public school online for students. My baby has to be around people. So we're doing a test run now to see how he does with this mask on and his spacing. And so far, so good. He's had his mask on in summer camp all day long. About to die when he get in the car because he don't like it. But I wanted to make sure that we were able to kind of test that out before I made the final decision as to whether or not he was going to go back to school. I don't feel 100% comfortable, but I know it's kind of inevitable. And his brother has to also go back to school because I don't have support in a way where I can just have him at home because his brother is in undergrad and University of Memphis said, y'all got to get back in these classes. So yeah, here we are. How was your week, Wendy? You on mute, boo.
Yeah, I know I'm on mute because, stuff is still going on. But, I'm just getting over this sinus infection. After the incident, you remember I told you about what happened.
Right.
I went and I applied for another position within the state, and I got an email saying that I was picked first round. So I have to do interview questionnaire. So pray for me.
Okay. So look, we gonna put that, we gonna manifest that removing you from that bad situation into a better situation. We gonna manifest that and put that there, honey. Yes. All right.
Because let me tell you, she thought she got me got. She really did. She
Yeah.
thought she had me, but my mind was determined to get certain reports done.
Yeah.
Certain reports done by Friday, this past Friday, and guess what? I was done by this past Friday. I was like, nothing when my mind is set on doing something, ain't nothing you can do to mess that up.
Gotcha. All right, well, we ain't gonna hold y'all long. This week for Shine, we still rocking with two people this week. Candace Parker, who is a WNBA player. She is going to be the first female basketball player that is going to be featured on the 2K NBA 2K. She'll be on the NBA 2K22 cover. I'm super excited. I think it's the 20th anniversary, the 25th anniversary of the WNBA, if I'm not mistaken. They're celebrating that by having Candace on the cover. I'm super excited. Candace Parker is one of my favorite WNBA players, by the way. She's had a good career with the WNBA. It's funny how they don't make but $40,000 a year. I know they only play like during the summertime. They don't have a full NBA career thing, type thing going on. It's really, really interesting that they don't get as much money. So a lot of them have like day jobs during the year, or they do other things. If they have endorsements or whatever, they may be able to rock and roll from there. But for the most part, they're not making the millions that the guys are making. And I would like to have thought that had changed over time, but it has not, because they don't have the schedule that the guys have. Which is crazy, and I think that needs to change, because they're putting their physical health on the line. They're out there doing their thing. But congratulations to Candace for being on this cover. I'm gonna make sure I try to get that particular game. Also Naomi Osaka. Oh my God! So listen, this little Barbie doll cute, but as soon as the Barbie doll was available for sale, like in less than a certain amount of minutes, it was gone. It sold out just like that. So they said what we talked about last week, Tabitha Brown's Sunshine Seasoning selling out. Her Sunshine Seasoning sold out in 39 minutes. I think Naomi Osaka's Barbie doll sold out in less time than that. They have so many back orders for this Barbie doll, it ain't even funny. So
That's a good collector's item, though, if you think about it.
It is. I think I might get it, but it's very, 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 very
very, 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 very.
I think it's the cutest little thing. It got a natural hair, her little features. I like it. Barbie, keep doing your thing, but that thing sold out, honey. It's sold out.
Did you see her documentary?
I have not watched it yet.
It's only 3 episodes, but it's really good.
I haven't watched it yet. We'll talk about it. Probably not tomorrow,
but next week. Yeah.
We'll put it in a rotation, because I have to sit down and watch it. I know she said she was pretty nervous about it coming out, because it's not a tennis match. It's like, delving into her life.
Right.
And so
you get to know who she is as a person.
Yeah.
Instead of her as a tennis person, she's Naomi.
Yeah. So I dig it. But yes, Miss Ma'am got this doll sold out, and I want it so bad. So I'm probably gonna get it. And I'm not a doll person, but I just would like to have it. Just like the Funko Pops. I think I'm gonna be getting into those. And with the Funko Pops, I plan on doing those little collector items, because they have some good ones. My baby has a couple of them. He done put them up, because Jalen will take them and go to sleep with them or whatever, which is crazy. But
you mean those little
with the heads and stuff? Yeah.
You know they got one son with prints on them, right?
Okay, so yeah, I know what
I said. When I saw that, I said I'm gonna need to order me some of them prints ones.
I'm gonna have to get them. We need a Funko Pop store here in Memphis. Let me just go.
I think you can buy those at GameStop.
You can? Probably not all of them, but I imagine so. Okay. Okay. Well, we're going to look into that. All right. Time to get into our mess.
Let's get into the mess, girl.
The reality.
Reality.
All right. We're going to talk, because we have incorporated reality TV into our other podcast. It's on, which we do on Mondays. We are going to we're gonna talk about stuff as it comes through, but we're not gonna talk about like what happens on the show each week here. We're gonna talk about that when it's on. So I just want to put that out there and let you guys know. So if you want like the tea on the shows, and you haven't watched it, or you want to discuss the different reality shows, we have a reality show segment on It's On. But I did want to mention that there is a huge cash shakeup over at the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Word on the street is Cynthia will not be returning, Drew will not be returning, and neither will Latoya Ali. So they're looking for like new housewives to replace them. They're highly considering making Marlo a full-time peach holder. And then of course the word I know. Then the word on the street is Sheree will be back. But they're trying to find someone else to round out the cast.
They really want Phaedra to come back, but you know how Candy feels about this.
I do understand how Candy feels about Phaedra, because I read somewhere that there was some homophobic remark that Phaedra had made or something, that they're like kind of holding her head to the fire on. I don't know what that's about or what that looks like, but I also am hearing that Portia is seriously considering not coming back.
Yeah, she don't want, I don't think she wants it to be about her assignment or something like that.
No, she doesn't want the drama behind, the way they got together. A lot of people have judgments. I'm sure Kenya is really going to be coming for Portia this season, because according to her, or according to Fallon, she and Fallon are friends.
Of course, that's what you call it. That's convenient for Kenya, because she needs to get the dirt.
Very. So I'm thinking that I think Portia is demanding more money to come to the show. Now, let me say this: as far as the tea is concerned, I think she does deserve more money. I also think that she would have an ally in Sheree, because if I'm not mistaken, Sheree has visited Simon's country on his private jet. I don't remember seeing Portia there. So I think she would have an ally in Sheree. I believe that she would have an ally in Sheree. I think Candy would probably be on the fence, maybe.
Yeah.
And then, Kenya is going to come for her. She would not have Drew anymore. I would like to see Shamia. Shamia doesn't want to be a peach holder, but I would be interested in seeing Shamia
again.
I mean, they're a peach holder, not just a friend to the show. I'm just saying, I feel like they can work with what they have. I feel like they do need a new one, just like Potomac brought in Mia, which I'm interested in seeing how she's gonna deal with everybody throughout the season and how she's gonna fit into that dynamic. I know she's gonna have some issues with Candace. I don't know if it's gonna be some rumblings between her and Giselle, but I'm
I think she likes Giselle. I believe she likes Giselle.
But during the season, Giselle is sizing her up, so it ain't no telling. And of course she's team Karen as well, because that's she loves Karen to death. So I don't know how that's going to pan out for her. But what I do know is that I think Portia probably would feel cool if she had some allies or people there who were on her side and okay with her situation. But we don't know. There are rumors that Simon is renting a lot. I don't understand why that would be a problem. A lot of people rent for the purpose of people not knowing exactly where they live. And then they were trying to drag Portia, and I was like, that ain't Portia's fault that the man rents. Portia bought her home. Portia pays her mortgage. So I didn't get what that drama was about. But yeah, word on the street is that Portia is either trying to
Get more money.
a better contract or not return to Real Housewives of Atlanta.
But and then I also heard that she's trying to do a spinoff.
Not trying to. They wanted to do a spinoff. So a lot of people have been saying Real Housewives of Atlanta has been recording. They have not. Portia has been recording for her spinoff.
Right.
OLG is coming out, but OLG was already recorded last year prior to the pandemic. So a lot of people were saying that, there was rumors that they were going to take Portia's spinoff away because of the situation with Fallon and Simon and She. And I was like, no, I don't believe that they're going to do that. As a matter of fact, if nothing else, they want to see Portia and Simon more due to the drama because it's a reality TV show. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be interesting to see. They're going to have to bring it. I'm going to be completely honest. And the reason why I say they're going to have to bring it is because Potomac is bringing it. Their first episode, it was broke. Okay. They're bringing it.
The shade was real.
The shade was extremely real, and it will continue tonight. So right now, Real Housewives of Atlanta is not recording. I imagine they will start recording soon.
And guess what? The Real Housewives of New York, they're not even having filmed the reunion yet because the ratings are so low. Because they're trying to blame it on the black girl. The black
they tried to blame it on Ebony, and I was like, why?
They're mad because if you watch it, you can understand she's always trying to give somebody a lesson in Black history. Nobody she's always trying to.
Here's the thing, though. Ebony is an anchor. She's a news anchor. So if somebody's coming for her or somebody's, a lot of those women that are on the Real Housewives shows, I bet they don't know a lot of the stuff. Now, I don't think it should be her storyline. Just like
and I think it's edited where it is her storyline, though. You have to watch it
that way. Yeah. And so Garcelle Bavot, everybody was angry with her because she kept saying black girl magic or talking about, well, when you a black woman, they made that kind of her mantra on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So, you know what I'm saying? I think I wouldn't blame Ebony if that's the case. And that's
but here's the thing. Okay, I get where they're saying that at because like on the last episode, she was trying to give some kind of black history about Harlem and stuff like that. That's cool, that's fine, but they wasn't interested.
But then why record it and why put it out? Do you see what I'm saying? You still have
right. And then it was one of the episodes where one of the white ladies was talking about sex or something like that, and Ramona was uncomfortable. And so one of the white ladies, she just went off on Ramona and left. And so Luann de Lesseps, the Countess, she had said something about, well, when you have some people in our education range, and Ebony said, well, no, that's not it because I got more education than every one of y'all because she has all of those degrees.
Yeah, she does.
She wasn't calling them dumb. And so Luann took it the wrong way. And then called her aggressive. Her behavior was aggressive when it was not. Okay, how come you couldn't call the other white ladies a behavior aggressive? She was the one that was yelling, going off, everything like that.
But whenever we say something remotely that's not gonna fit, you want me to be the comfortable black person. Yeah, you want me to be the non-confrontational black person. So you don't want to hear what I have to say.
And so she had to school Luann on that. When you say I'm aggressive, that's how black women are stereotyped as being aggressive. And it's not us being aggressive. Her name was Leanne. Leanne, she practically went off on all of y'all. Y'all didn't call her aggressive behavior.
No, not at all.
And so, Luann, of course, she had apologized for calling her aggressive and all that kind of stuff. But she thought that Ebony was calling them dumb. Like, no, I'm just saying, you talk about this, about the education that y'all have, that she shouldn't talk about whatever she want to talk about.
If I'm not bothered by the conversation, y'all shouldn't be either, basically.
Right. But you can't put education in it, because I do have more education per se because than all of y'all, because I have all of these degrees. So, girl, yeah. And then hold on. And then in the Beverly Hills, Garcia had the school cow. You went in front of everybody at the reunion, said that I didn't pay. So it's a stigma about Black women that don't like to pay for stuff.
Right.
And she had to school her about that. And so she was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it to come out like that, you know. So, you know, you do have to educate sometimes.
Right. So here's the thing. So here's my question I'm going to ask you, and we're going to move on.
Okay.
Do you think it's a good idea for them to mix the Black housewives in on the white housewives shows?
I think it is, because it needs diversity. You need diversity.
Here's my thing. Why it needs diversity, but here's my other thing. It seems like they're fighting a constant battle of trying to prove that they belong there. In my opinion, I'm just based off of what I'm hearing you say, and they're having to constantly school them and educate these. In 2021, Google is free.com. Do you understand what I'm saying? So yeah. I don't feel like I should have to constantly school a white person in this day and age with the technology that we have on how to treat me as an individual or a human being because I'm Black. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I shouldn't have to constantly keep doing that. So that's why I'm asking, is that working, or is that a good idea? I don't.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. If it was me, I wouldn't educate. I'm sorry. You know, you feel how you feel. You show me your true colors. I'm here to collect a check. We co-workers. I don't educate people. I'm not invested in. If I'm not invested in you, I'm not going to educate you how my culture is, all of that. But what I'm not going to do is be that stereotypical Black woman who
and act a fool. Right. I got you. I feel you. I totally 100% get where you're coming from. I just feel like I don't know how productive the diversity is as far as that's concerned, if that makes sense.
Right.
I just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see that.
But then I see your point. If it's mostly white women, keep it white women. You know, we need the ones that got Hispanic, you know, places have Hispanic women, you know. So, you know, I understand Potomac and Atlanta should be the only ones that have the Black people.
I just think so, because to me, it seems like I gotta prove myself. It just doesn't make sense. I'm all for diversity, but everybody has to be on board with the diversity, and everybody has to be a team player in the diversification. It can't be no conflict like that, because then it makes people seem racist. Which one of the ladies were had to go through that, did they not? Somebody went black skin or something on one of the shows.
They talking about Luann Della said she went as Diana Ross and she tanned herself. Yeah, she wasn't fully black face, but she put a little tan on her. Yeah, but still, you can be Diana Ross without black face.
Right. So, and that's where I'm going with that. We have to fight a continuous battle because people won't do the work and educate themselves about what's wrong when it comes to our culture and our race. So let me move on. Okay, so I don't know if we talked about this or not, but Greg Leaks, his cancer has returned. Nene revealed a few weeks ago, I think she was doing an interview where she was on her live, and she revealed that Greg had gone back into the hospital because his cancer had returned. He has had surgery. And we're continuing to pray for him and his recovery. And hopefully and prayerfully he does beat this like he did the last time. But yeah, that's what's going on with Nene right now. I'm rooting for him. That's all I could say. I'm definitely rooting for him. Okay. So the Olympics. There was one person who was supposed to be working the Olympics that got COVID. 2 more cases was revealed by 2 of the competitors or Olympians that will be competing in the Olympics. It's a lot going on here. There are protests going on for them to just completely shut the Olympics down and just let's do this again in 2024. Let's do this. Maybe we'll have a hold on COVID. Things will be died down, because according to all the news reports that I've been reading, COVID is back up and running in Asia. Like it's gone. It's there like it never left. They did the work to get rid of it, and I feel like because they are doing the work the right way, I do feel like they can get rid of it again. But it's new variants of the disease that are coming out every day, it seems like. So I'm quite confused as to why they're still pushing to have the Olympics. I know they're supposed to start next week. I would like to see the Black people that have made it, sans controversy. I definitely want to see them participate and represent the United States and Jamaica and Africa. But my whole goal is I don't want anybody to contract the disease. I don't want anybody to die. I don't want them to go through any crazy changes. And I'm sure a lot of them, if not all of them, it was a requirement that they be vaccinated. But again, they keep saying the vaccines are gonna fight against any of the new variants that are coming out.
But then they saying you're gonna need a booster though for the D variant.
And see, I haven't heard about the booster. I haven't heard about the booster at all. According to, I'm fully vaccinated. Josh is fully vaccinated, but I have not heard about a booster at all to fight against the variants. So, and that's my thing. There's so many different reports coming out. I just need one report for everything across the board so we can know. And that just goes to show me that they're still researching and still learning things about this disease. So, yeah. I hope they go ahead and shut it down. It's been too much controversy around the Olympics anyway. The way they treat our Black women is ridiculous, In more Olympic news, CarriRichardson has been offered an endorsement with the vaping company, $250,000. They have not said you will need a booster for the beard. Okay, Crystal.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Crystal.
Thank you. There's so much stuff going on, Crystal. Let us know. Thank you.
It's so many different reports. CarriRichardson was offered an endorsement from a vaping company for $250,000. A lot of people are on the fence about this. Why do you say no?
Because isn't it from a cannabis company?
It's a CBD company. It's a CBD.
Okay, but so it still has some.
Is legal. It's not THC. It's CBD. CBD is legal all over the country. It's not illegal for CBD. It's the THC, the cannabis, right? So she would be offered this endorsement, based off.
Why? Because she smoked marijuana.
You know what? I don't necessarily. They realize what she did. They respect what happened. They definitely respect the stance that she took, and they definitely respect the way that she handled the situation. Taking the responsibility, that sort of thing. However, they just lost one of their biggest spokespersons, Kyle Macy. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him or not. Kyle Macy was on That's So Raven. She played his little brother. Had a spinoff show and a couple of spinoff shows on Disney Channel. And typically Disney kids, their money runs long, but he's into some legal trouble, so they dropped him as their spokesperson, and they're asking Sha'Carri to take it. Now, Sha'Carri has not agreed to take the endorsement. A lot of people feel strongly that she should not take the endorsement. But let me also school you guys on how endorsements work for Olympians. They don't get many endorsements. She has her partnership with Nike, but for the most part, they make probably about what I make a year working, if that makes sense. And they have to devote their time and their energy and their effort to training for the Olympics or the World Championships or whatever they have to devote their time to training for. So with that being said, I wouldn't be mad if she took it. You know what I'm saying? Does that mean that she is going to be smoking weed left and right? No, I don't believe that that's what's going to happen. Because it's a CBD company and not a cannabis company, if that makes sense. Now, I'm happy that somebody's offering her something. She did attend the SBs, which I didn't even include the SBs on here this week. She attended the SBs. She got to meet quite a few people, during this ordeal. A lot of people have stood beside her, stood behind her. Even our president, Joe Biden, has taken a stand for Sha'Carri Richardson. I still want people to get out their high horse. She's 21 years old. They do what they we've done crazy things 21. But I wouldn't be mad if she took it. I would not be mad if she took it. I'm sure she has other endorsements that will probably roll in. I'm kind of, I wouldn't be mad at it at all. To be a spokesperson, she could talk about how to safely use the vape without, it being dangerous or whatever that situation looks like. I'm not sure. But that's $250,000, and so that's a big endorsement for somebody, of her caliber and in the sport that she runs in. So we'll see how this pans out, and definitely keep you guys updated on how this goes for Sha'Carri.
Girl. Have you seen the whole video?
I saw the entire video.
So this is now I know how the whole story went. Okay, so the woman behind, I cannot pronounce her name. I'm not going to even try to pronounce her name, but it's a black woman behind the camera.
Yeah.
Right. She told the white lady she was too close and please, can you distance yourself, social distance. The woman tried to attack her, so that's when she just said, you know what? Let me record her, because I don't want her saying that I'm attacking her and I get in trouble because I asked her to move. Yeah. Okay, so you see the woman clearly going up to her and attacking her. And so when the woman realized she's being recorded, she's acting like a victim. She's crying. She's recording me! Acting like she having seizures on the floor. Then chasing her saying, get away from me, get away from me. But you're the one is running after me. Then she had the nerve to go ahead and go to the police station and file a report.
Yeah.
On what happened.
I saw that.
And what really made me mad, the woman behind the camera, she shows the police officer what's going on. They're not even going to her defense.
No, they're not.
The people at the store did not come to her defense. They're asking the black woman to leave when it should have been that white lady leaving. Well, guess what? They have a GoFundMe account for this black lady's legal, and it is almost at, I know it's at 100,000.
Oh, because the last report
the goal was at
35,000, right. And she had made the 20,000 mark, but I didn't know she's over 100,000 on it.
She's over 100,000. And so I'm just saying, it just really breaks my heart for our people. For my people, for us black people, I'm sorry to say that, but no, I'm not sorry, because if we flinch, we get
$105,000. Keep going. She got $105,000.
If we flinch, we get attacked. If we blink, we get attacked. If we cough, if we do anything simple,
we get attacked.
And we let them get away with everything. And I mean, I'm just saying, y'all can just clearly see how some people be acting, and they know they can get away with it.
And this is why I keep saying, the opportunity, and I have nothing against white people, and this is about to sound real racist, but I have white friends too.
Yeah.
But it for white women to utilize their privilege, they're going to use their privilege. I don't care what anybody says. You can't make me see any differently. They're going to use their privilege.
Mm-hmm.
They are. You know, I mean, and so you cannot tell me that a person in a position of privilege is not going to utilize it, because they're going to do it every time because they know they can get away with it. Now, I hope to God that whoever she hires as her attorney gets those police officers, because she's filed a complaint against the police department, as well as get this lady.
And then, hold on. Then if the police officer in the mall said he couldn't escort her out, and she clearly said if it was the shoe was on the other foot, y'all would have me in handcuffs.
They would have taken her out, and that's what I'm talking about. We're not in a better place in this country. Yeah, we can go walk through the same doors. We can sit in the front of the restaurants. We can go to the same bathroom, but we're still not in a better place. We're not in a better place. We're not. I was very disgusted when I saw this, and people were looking at the white woman like she was crazy, but nobody stepped up to this woman's defense at all.
They told the white lady, you need to leave, because she clearly needed to leave.
They told the white lady that she needed to leave, but the white lady wasn't going nowhere, and they weren't. And the other thing was the police. How did the police and the officer in the mall say it was out of their jurisdiction?
Right, and then the security guard inside the mall. You go to World Chase Mall. They throwing folks out left and right.
And right. Okay. This bothers me to no end. I would like to think that this can be stopped. Filing a false police report, because that's what Lil Mama did. So she needs to go to jail for that. And I heard it was another cell phone incident too with the white woman and a black teenager. I cannot remember where it is.
No. Okay, a woman, her son, and it wasn't a white lady. I think she was Hispanic. She may be Hispanic. She may be white. They was in Walmart. The son said he lost his phone. The woman turned around and accused a black man that she saw because he had tattoos and everything. You took my son's phone. No, I did not. So she's following him to his car and everything. I need you to give me my son's phone. Ma'am, I don't have your son's phone. They go back up because it was the cop. And she keep on saying he took my son's phone. Guess what? Son's phone was in the car. The son came back with the phone. And then the woman didn't have the humbleness to apologize. She told him to F off. And he was like, no, I'm reporting you because you harassed me. I want to call the police. I want to do, this is what the guy said. I want to make a report against you because you harassed me. I told you I did not steal your son's phone. Why would I need to steal your son's phone? I have a good job.
Yeah. That's ridiculous. I'm pretty sick of it.
Not all black people steal.
Not all black people steal.
Like I know not all white people are like these folks.
Right.
It's a person by person basis. Stop categorizing us.
Yeah.
Because of our skin color.
Yeah.
I am that ghetto. I don't do this with the nails in them. No, that's not me. And then there's this one girl. I'm sorry. This is a rant. I'm sorry. There's this one girl. She's on TikTok. She says she's from Memphis, right? And they be telling her to say all these kind of words. It's enunciation, okay? And she like when they say milk. Am I okay? Milk. That's how we talk in Memphis. That's how Memphis folks talk. No, don't categorize Memphis folks.
No, that's not how Memphis.
You can categorize yourself as talking like that. Yeah. I don't talk like that. I can say milk.
Yeah, I was born and raised here in Memphis, but I never, I mispronounce words all the time. But I've never milk, library. I pronounced those words. So when I got to undergrad, when I said I
Strawberry.
was from Memphis, they were like, "You're from where? Why do you talk like that?" And of course, all my life now, of course, I have infiltrated, and I'll get my girlfriend tone on, and I'll be like, "Girl, let me tell you that that's how I am, because that's who I am. That's a part of my personality." But when it's time to be articulate, when it's time to take care of business, when it's time to do the things that I'm supposed to be doing, I'm all
I'm
on
going.
top of that.
I'm gonna send you a video. I'm gonna send you a video because it comes up on my feed all the time, and I'm like, and she say strawberries, scrimp, and I'm like, this is, and then she had nerve to say, this is how Memphis people talk. I'm like, and I had to reply, honey, I'm from Memphis and I don't talk like that.
Not no. But and stereotypes. We may need to do an episode about stereotypes. That's probably what we need to look into
Do yeah.
because
Okay.
I'm tired of it.
Okay, let's go to the next.
All right, here we go. The Emmy nominations. Now we're gonna actually talk about this tomorrow in great detail. But what I do want to point out is HBO. I want to kill y'all. 18 nominations for Lovecraft Country. Okay. Okay. And then, of course, Pose got nominated. Billy Porter got his first Emmy nomination for Best Male Lead Actor. MJ Rodriguez got Best Female Lead Actress. First time for a transgender woman to get nominated in the Emmys. This is amazing. I'm super excited. So the Emmys,
Bridgerton got so many nominations.
they have a lot of nominations. Our boo got nominated too in the same category as Billy.
I know, right?
Got nominated. So we're gonna talk about this in detail tomorrow on It's On. But I do want to make sure you guys tune in. There are a lot of people, of course, Blackish. They're going into their very last season. Tracy Ellis Ross got nominated. Anthony Anderson was nominated as well. We have some great nominees this year. I cannot wait to see it. Cedric the Entertainer will be hosting it. It's going to air on CBS. I think September the 19th. So make sure you guys are tuned in. I'm sure it's going to be hilarious because it's Cedric the Entertainer. And so we're gonna delve into the nominations and the nominees and stuff tomorrow on It's On.
Okay.
But I just wanted to put that out there, y'all. I cannot believe these people got nominated for 18 Emmys and y'all done canceled them. I need y'all.
Hopefully, Apple will pick it back up. I want to see Lovecraft Country supremacy.
Here's the thing with the Lovecraft Country thing, though. My question is, how would that work out? Because she pitched the idea to HBO, they turned it down. Now, that doesn't mean you can't pitch it to another network, but who owns the rights to the show? That's the thing. That's the question. So would she have to change some things up? Like, how would that work? The other thing is, Jonathan Majors, who was the star of Lovecraft Country, because I imagine they would have went, because when she made she drew an outline of the character list and everything, and so he was going to be back on the show. All the characters were coming back, from my understanding, just in a different capacity. So with that being said, Jonathan Majors is in the MCU right now. Getting ready to play one of the biggest villains in Marvel history. He was revealed on Loki. Me and my kids were geeking out when we watched the last episode of Loki. We was like, ah!
So did y'all go see Black Widow yet?
We seen Black Widow.
Okay.
Yeah, we saw.
You had that premiere access or something?
No, my mama got a 5 stick and we went over her house and watched it. Because I still don't feel 100% comfortable going to the movie theater. Like I said, the only movies that I would be going to would be the drive-in, which I may go check it out just to support the film at the drive-in. But at any rate, Jonathan Majors is now about to be Kang the Conqueror. They revealed him on the very last episode of Low-Key on Disney Plus. If y'all have not seen Low-Key, Low-Key is really, really dope. And they just got picked up for season 2. Let me also tell you a funny story. Don Cheadle made an appearance in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and this man got nominated for making an appearance in the show. He only was on like one episode. That was it. I said, really? He said, I didn't have that many lines. I do not understand how I got nominated, but he got nominated. So I'm excited for this. I'm excited to see how things go. And like I said, we're gonna delve into it a little bit more tomorrow on its own. So make sure you guys come back here with us tomorrow. All right. So the title of this podcast episode is "I Will Drag You."
Did you see that video?
I did. So, a Detroit woman by the name of Bianca Chambers has gone viral because instead of just entrusting the police to find her brand new Mercedes Benz, she said, I'm finna be my own detective agency. It took her 2 days to do this. But sister girl, and every time she found the man, that's what's killing me about this. He was driving around in Detroit in her car. Typically, when people steal a car, they steal the car and they take it to the car people. I don't know what you call it.
To break them down for the parts.
Right. Or to change the car out to resell it or whatever they do. The chop shop. They normally steal them and take it to the chop shop or to sell them illegally. This man was driving around in this girl's car.
Just posing like it was his.
Baby, so what happened was she had been tracking it down for 2 days. She found him on several occasions and he kept getting away. So when she saw her car parked in a strip mall.
My thing is, how did he ride it, or how did he do that?
How did he do what?
Did he take, because the keys, what? Like, say, for instance, okay, go ahead.
I'm going to tell you. So, Bianca reportedly tracked her car to the strip mall because she got the keys. So, he probably did, how they can turn the car on or whatever and turn it off with the ignition. She reportedly tracked her car down at the strip mall where he was getting his hair cut, okay? And she got her car keys in one hand and had his locks in another hand and dragged him out of there. And let me tell you this, she must have some money because she put her Mercedes on flat, all 4 tires. She busted all 4 tires to make sure that he couldn't get in her car and drive away. She's like, I'm not letting him walk again. And the people in the barbershop helped her make the citizens arrest. But she dragged this man by his dreads out of the barbershop and waited till the police got there. Now, everybody in the hood knows that this man steals cars. They know that this is what he does for his life. They understand that. They understand that wholeheartedly that this is what this man does. I thought this was so funny. When you watch the video, and you guys can go to YouTube because today, me and the videos, but go and watch it. It is so freaking funny. She dragged this man out of the barbershop by his dreads.
Now, the reason why I was like, it's kind of, how did he drive it? Like, say, for instance, my car.
Mm-hmm.
If say, for instance, if I left the car running, but I had my keys, you try to drive it. If it doesn't detect the keys within a certain radius, it's going to stop.
I understand that, but they have way. A thief going to find a way. I don't care what nobody say. Now, he might know because he steals cars on a regular basis, so I'm sure he knows how to get around that.
Okay.
I don't know where he stole her car from. Yeah.
I just thought that was weird.
It was very weird. But here's the thing. And like I said, I'm not exactly sure how he got her stuff, but he got it. And she got him. I thought that was so funny. And she needs to be a detective. They need to go and give her an application right now. She can go through police academy, but she needs to get on up to being a detective, a Detroit detective. Cause that girl got that man. She looked like she'd have been in a couple of brawls too. Let me put that out there right now.
She drug him by his dreads like he was nothing.
Like it was nothing, honey.
Like he was a dog.
Like he was a pure D dog, honey. So yeah. So people are tired. You know, people take stuff. People are stealing. They're thieving. They're sick of it. They want their things. They work hard for their stuff. And yeah, you know, you can get another car. You can get another this. You can get another that. If she had insurance, she could have got a replacement. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. But no, that's the Mercedes that I bought. It's my brand new Mercedes. And I want my Mercedes back. Boom. That's it. The insurance still going to cover whatever damages was done to the Mercedes in the process of him stunning her car. Oh, Lord. Yeah.
Folks,
it was
need
too
to get
funny.
a life. Folks, you need to get a life for real.
Allison Felix is going to cover childcare for all of the Olympians, the parents who are going to be participating in the Olympics. I thought that this was pretty cool. But she's going to cover the childcare because she understands her being a mother. And of course, she has her husband, but her husband got to be there to cheer on. And I think her husband's also like her coach too. She did that. I thought that this was really, really cool. I was super excited when I saw this story because a lot of people don't have that childcare. And that childcare is a big thing, you know, throughout this country now. With a lot of parents having to work and having to pay. A lot of people's childcare is more than their mortgage and their rent, which is ridiculous because you don't pay childcare workers that much money. The owners make that money, but the people who actually work at the daycare centers probably make $7.25 or $8 an hour to work in those daycare centers where they're paying thousands of dollars a month for their kids to daycare. I don't miss spending that money. I'm so glad everybody in my house is good and grown enough to not have to go to daycare.
I think I was lucky because I had a good person that had a good rate. I was blessed.
Well, I mean, I was blessed with Joshua. I was with Jalen, not so much. And when he went to school, that was such a blessing for me. But yeah, it's a lot of money. It takes a lot of money to spend, you know.
I was like, I'm in the wrong business.
I look at a lot of businesses and I feel like I'm in the wrong business.
I'm like,
oh my God. All right. So the baby was riding around town and these two young men approached him with a box of candy, or I think
those gushers, whatever you call them.
And they tried to get the baby for $200 each of them when it was only like 34 packets in the box, and they told
$2 a box. That's $68.
Right. Yeah. Well, no, it was $200. They were asking for $200.
Right, but he was asking how much is it individually.
Yeah.
They said $2. How many's in the box? That's 34. He said what
34. But they asked him for $200. And so he was like, nah, y'all. He gave them $2 a piece. He did not give them the $200 that they were asking for. He said, I was gonna bless y'all, but because y'all tried to get me, he said, when I was in school, when I was younger, I used to sell candy, so I know how the game works and I know how it goes. So he taught them a lesson. I think a lot of people feel like he should have gave them the money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, nope. No, your babies can't go around scamming the people. They can't, you know. Sell the candy for what it's worth, and don't tell.
Because look, I think $100 would have got the box covered for.
Yeah, 34 times 2. I think.
Right. Well, you know, like just think about it. So you gonna get like 100 to whomever, and then you gonna keep 100. That's what they was trying to do.
But see, who is the whomever? Because the kids can go and buy their own candy. That's what I'm saying. The kids can go. No, actually, $68, which is what it would have been for each box. Because it was 34 in a box.
Right. I'm saying, but if he would have gave each of them $100,
Right.
$100 would have covered at least one of those boxes.
Right.
And the boxes probably cost what? If you go to Sam's, no more than $20 at the
Those
most.
prices ain't that much. I'm because I buy fruit snacks all the time. They might be $6 or $7 a box if you getting a box of 34. If you getting a big box, it might be a little bit more. But if you get a box of 34, I'm telling you, I get it all the time. I get them same boxes of Gushers and fruit snacks at $7 or $8 at the good old Walmart. You know what I'm saying? That was out of pocket. Now let me also say this: there are kids that are in the city. Whenever I have cash, I try to buy from them. They sell drinks. They'll be on the corner selling drinks, Gatorade, water, that sort of thing. And I always try to make sure I support them because I don't know what they're raising money for, but they could be doing other things other than working for whatever goal they're trying to set. And so I'm okay with it if they're out there working. Always support those babies that's out there selling those drinks and that sort of thing because they may have a goal that they're trying to reach. They might need to get the football equipment. They may need to go on a class trip. You never know what they may even be raising money for their family. You don't know what the situation is. And so I'm proud that the young brothers are out there, selling candy and actually putting their hands to something, but to try to get over on somebody because I think they're gonna give me this $200 is ridiculous. So
yeah,
I learned an important lesson. Be honest, and who knows, the baby might come back around looking for them and actually give them the money that they're asking for or whatever they're looking for with that money. So yeah. All right, so I have not talked about this. I'm so pissed off with this whole situation. I'm really big
Well,
on
it's a conspiracy theory behind this right here.
right.
I think I've told you about that.
You did tell me about it.
The dude that created McAfee, I think his name is McAfee, died. And the day after he died, that's when it collapsed because they saying that he got a condo, he got a condo in that building, and it had information, and they saying that it was done by that too. I can understand also understand about the poor conditions.
So the conditions of this building was bad, and I'm cool with the conspiracy theories and all that stuff, but real talk, this building should have been repaired. Whatever needed to be done. I pray that code enforcement, the city of Miami, the owners of the building, everybody is sued in this ordeal. They have recovered 97 bodies. Two bodies are still missing, but they have recovered 97 bodies from the rubble, from my understanding. That's the last thing I read about it. They went on and knocked the building down before they found everybody. That's the other thing. There was a first responder that found their child in the rubble. That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Things that could have been avoided. You ain't have to be here. If you had to put the people up in another condo until y'all got it fixed. And they've been complaining about leaks. They've been complaining about all kinds of stuff over the years in that condo. And a lot of people would say, well, why don't they move out? Where do you have to go? Miami is not a cheap place to live. And if they could afford that particular condo right there, I don't know what the price point is of the condo was or anything like that. But when people make a home, they're not so quick to move and leave, all the time. It's ridiculous.
And you think about the stuff that's in there. Think about the people who, their personal belongings and stuff. You got to replace all of that. People got pictures that's probably irreplaceable, and all these memories that is irreplaceable. It's just ridiculous. Yeah. And like people are, people here, they're complaining about the bridge, our bridge. Look, I'm glad they found it when they did because it would have been far worse. Would you rather have a whole bunch of cars, the bridge collapse and a whole bunch of cars in the Mississippi because of the negligence, Or would you rather for them to find it and say, hold on, we got to close this bridge down? I'm glad they did it.
Yeah. And I think we got like another month on that, if I'm not mistaken. I know it's killed a lot of people's summer travels. The old bridge is not fun to travel on. And the traffic is always backed up, going back that way. So it takes a while to get home or to get off the bridge, or whatever that situation is looking like. But we want them to fix the problem. So I don't want any tragic situations, but if you know there's a problem that needs to be fixed, fix it. I think this is a situation of greed, period. All you gotta do is fix it. Long time ago, you could have avoided this, but instead, here we are. And you got people's lives who are at stake, and people who have lost their lives, people who have lost loved ones, people who have lost memories, all because you guys are too greedy and you want to cut corners, and that's ridiculous. So my heart goes out to the families that are affected by this, the people who have lost their lives as a result of the negligence of everybody involved, because everybody is negligent in this situation, as far as from the owner to code enforcement to the city to everybody. That building should have been shut down. It literally should have been shut down. So I'm ever praying for that situation.
And then I really don't see the reason why they had to demolish the whole building.
You said what?
I really didn't see the need for them to demolish the whole building to get to the victims.
Not until you found everybody.
They said they needed to do that to be able to find people, because they didn't know if something was going to explode. But you probably killed those people. There were probably people still alive, hoping on hope, and then you done blew them up.
Yep. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. Oh my God. All right. I thought this was cute. Donnell Jones, Carl Thomas, and David Hollister are going to form an R&B supergroup called The Chi. These are some singing brothers. I just want y'all to know this right now.
So LSG Part 2. LSG Part 2.
Well, so let me tell you the difference in LSG and this. Let me see. You had Gerald Levert. You had Keith Sweat.
Johnny Gill.
Okay. So Johnny and I don't particularly care for Keith's nasally singing voice. I don't.
He got a whiny voice.
It's nasally. It's na 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 na.
Yeah, it's whiny to me. I call it whiny.
I hate that. Like, and I love Keith Sweat songs because I sing them all. I know them all. Okay. Even the ones he wrote for other people in other groups, because he's an awesome songwriter. And producer.
He got a sexy voice though when on the Keith Sweat.
I'd be like, woo, yes.
I'm like, how come you can't sing the way you talk, dude?
I told him it was okay. And he went with it. But these are some things, and all of these guys are from Chicago. I miss Carl Thomas with his old emo behind. I miss all. I am so emotional, and I can't let go. I'm trying to get over you.
Man, what? And I wish I hadn't met her.
And I wish I had. That's my song right there. Somebody said, "Long days and nights we spent until she dropped that bomb on me." When she said that she was unhappily married with children. What? I've been giving you the best that I got, and you married, heifer? Look.
You so crazy.
I'm just saying, I love it. Donnell Jones, David Hollister, I can't wait to see what they come out with. I think this is gonna be amazing.
Yeah. Donnell Jones. That's you. What girl? What's up? What's up? Mm-hmm. Is that the one you talking about? Okay.
And Where I Wanna Be.
Okay.
And then old David Hollister
who used to be with Blackstreet, right?
With Blackstreet.
Okay.
And yeah. And then after that, then had a whole host of solo projects, and then did gospel albums and the whole nine. And Donnell, Carl, and David are writers as well. They've written for plenty of artists in the industry. As a matter of fact, little known fact, Donnell Jones wrote It's Okay, Girl, 'cause I'm gonna be alright tonight. You don't have to call me. He was gonna keep it for himself, but he sold it to Usher's camp, and of course Usher is the one who does
Made it.
now. Yes. So
Wanna boogie
tonight, cause I'm much too young of a guy. Yes.
to
Yeah.
be
So,
home,
right.
waiting on love.
I think it would have been a whole different song if Donnell Jones had have done it though. I really do. I dig it. That was my jam too, because every time I heard it come on.
Stuff coming up. Let it come on up. Keep coming on up. I'm sorry, y'all, if I'm coughing.
Yeah.
I'm getting over a sinus infection.
Yes.
I had a lot of fluids in my lungs. I have asthma. I've been taking medication. It's coming up.
It's coming up. Okay. So R&B supergroup. I'm excited about this. I hope to see what they do. I can't wait till they come out with it. You saying LSG part 2? I don't know, because they can blow. They all three of these guys.
I know they can blow. I didn't say they didn't. I said okay.
No, I'm just saying. I just again didn't care. Although I love My Body is like one of my favorite songs, baby. My body all over your body, baby. Yeah, that's my joint. All right. So Juvenile, Manny Fresh, and Mia X did a rendition of Back That Ass Up to convince people to go and get the vaccination through the dating app called BLK or Black. They had a video and everything. It was hilarious to me. I loved the original song. I get what they were trying to do. I just couldn't get behind the vax that thing up. Did you see the video? You ain't seen it? It's on our page. No. It's hilarious. It's funny. I promise it's funny. If you need a laugh, go on over there. I have played it over and over again. I will not lie. Because it's funny. You know what I'm saying? It's just funny. It's just really, really funny. By the way, Manny Fresh has not aged a day. Like, he looks the exact same. How do you look the same, man? What are you doing? I don't understand. But yeah, so Juvenile was like, he wasn't trying to convince, he wasn't trying to, if you want to get the vaccine, get it. If you don't. He wasn't trying to veer anybody in a particular way. He just said, I needed a check. He didn't say that, but I'm interpreting for Juvenile. I needed a check. He may have gotten his vaccine. Wanted other people to get it so that we can kind of slow down the spread of COVID. And then a lot of people are, since the streets are opening up, dates are happening, things are happening. So we don't want to catch COVID from, out here in these streets, dating and whatnot. So I thought it was a good message. I just thought that it was awful. And again, I will continue to play it because, again, I forever want to laugh. But yeah, they got paid for it. So that's all that matters here, I guess. I missed the week when Suzanne Douglas this month we've lost.
It was last week. It was last week, so it just happened.
Okay. So Suzanne Douglas passed on last week. She is an actress on The Parenthood, and more recently, When They See Us. She played one of the moms on When They See Us.
She was also on Taps. She was also on The Inkwell. Yeah. She was, she was just a beautiful actress.
She was.
She was, one of those actresses, she's really good, but she was overlooked.
Very much so. I think, and here's the thing. That's why I'm all for giving our actors and actresses their flowers now. Because you definitely, a lot of people get overlooked, probably for roles. I know the way our Hollywood goes, a lot of Black actresses, a lot of them are all auditioning for the same role, you know. And so it's amazing. I read that Fantasia and Jennifer Hudson and a slew of other actresses went up for the Effie role in Dreamgirls. So it's just, you just kind of have to kind of look at it and kind of see what it is. Have you seen the trailer for Aretha yet?
I have.
Okay. Also Charlie Robinson, who he was 75. He was on Court. He was on Set It Off. He was on Antoine Fisher. He was on The House Bunny. And many more movies as well. He also did Broadway. Suzanne Douglas did as well. And he died. Oh my God. Suzanne Douglas died from cancer. Charlie Robinson, he died from septic shock. He had a multitude of his organs shut down after he went into cardiac arrest. It was pretty crazy. So I hate the way he went, because that was really harsh and really hard. And then of course Biz Markie.
We lost him.
A couple of weeks ago, y'all was like he was dead, and I was like, nope, ain't nobody reported it. He was not, but he did pass.
Complication of diabetes.
Yeah, he was in the hospital for a while, actually. So I love Biz Markie, one of the pioneers in the hip hop game.
Oh baby, you
got
what I need. But you say he's just a friend.
Yeah, that was my joint. So
I was telling one of my classmates, I'm questioning my mortality now.
Oh, why?
Because I'm like 57. That's a young age.
That's a young age. 57, 64 is not an old age, and 75. Right. You know, it's crazy when you look at the span of their life, and they've done so much. You know what I'm saying? In this time that they've been here.
I was talking with the girl yesterday getting my nails done. She said when they went to California, they met Biz Markie at a restaurant.
Did they?
And she was like, she was trying to tell her husband to come, and her and her son, him and their son was in the car, and she tried to tell them to come.
Yeah.
And so they was taking pictures and selfies. Her and her daughter was taking pictures and selfies with them. Yeah. And then when they got in the car, she was like, "You never guess who I saw." He said, "Who? Biz Markie?" What?
I told you to come on. Nice. But you decided to stay right where you were. Okay.
She said he was so nice.
Yeah.
And I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah. Really, really good. I dig it. Missed it. We will miss him. And as well as Suzanne, as well as Charlie. So Nivea did an interview on Candy's On That Note. When Candy is still doing her thing over on YouTube, she hasn't done Speak On It, because I think Speak On It is solely for the Housewives review, Real Housewives of Atlanta review, rather. Mm-hmm. But she has another show on YouTube called On That Note, and it seems like she's talking about other things. She interviews other people from other shows, that sort of thing. So she's had a couple of the girls on from Encore, or The Encore, that's on BET.
It's over with now, ain't it?
No, it's not over with. I missed this week's episode, but it's not over with.
I gotta watch it. I just want to binge watch it.
It's funny to me, you know. And Nivea, let me tell you something. Nivea is pure comedy. I just want to let you know. In my head, she is my friend. So if ever I blow up and become famous, Nivea, I'm putting it out here right now, girl. You my friend. Because I just love her. She is so funny on this show. It's not even funny.
Because she's laughing at these folks with these non-existent drama.
Yeah, she's been a solo artist. So, you know, and she's there to work. She can sing. And I think she's one of those artists that was overlooked as well in the industry. Well, let me talk about some things that she discussed on the interview with Candy, because she wasn't just there to talk about the encore. She talked about how she got her start in the industry, how things kind of went with her there. When she started out, her manager was kind of grooming her on for sexual things. So she went through quite a bit with that. She got out of that situation. She had, as a matter of fact, I did not realize that she was dealing with Wayne earlier than her having the baby by Wayne. Wayne told her to dump her manager and stop singing. I can take care of you. But Lil Wayne, he had something up his sleeve. Cause right around the time this was going on, he told her, let's move in an apartment. Let's get an apartment together. You just stay home. And I got you. I'm gonna take care of all your financial needs. It's not a problem. Ended up getting married to Toya, who was his ex-wife, of course. Ended up getting married to Toya. Moving Toya in the house that he moved Nivea out of, and moved Nivea into the apartment. And so when she found that out, it was like, oh my God, excuse me, I can't believe he did this. And then, she ended up, of course, getting married to the dream. That went awry. They had 3 kids together. And then she ended up back with Lil Wayne. She and Lauren London were pregnant at the same time. This girl's been through quite a lot. To listen to her whole story is amazing, because she's done like some YouTube things where she's talking about her entire story. And like I said again, she's one of those artists I feel like that was pretty overlooked at the time. You know, you had Destiny's Child out at the same time when Nivea came out. You had Sierra was just coming out. Aaliyah at the time. You had these different artists. And I felt like Nivea was always looked at. The girl can sing. She can sing. She can sing. She can sing. And so I would like to see her do another project and do something on her own, aside from, and she's been raising her babies. She's raised her kids. There, I think she got some preteens, some teenagers now, getting ready to, I think she'll have some kids graduate from high school year after year coming up real soon. Because I think her oldest 3 are like back to back, and then the youngest is a little gap with the youngest. But then pretty soon that youngest will be on out the door as well. So I want her to get back to her. I really, really do. She got support from Toya, got support from Lauren London. They supported her when they saw the episode. But check out on that note with Candy. I like what Candy's doing on YouTube. I dig it. I'm not 100% cool with the antics on The Real Housewives, but I really like her YouTube shows. I enjoy them. I really, really do. So check it out. Candy's doing her thing. Make sure she gets into her bag. All right. So I don't know if you saw the video or not. Richard Sherman, formerly of the Seattle Seahawks, cornerback, he just went up for free agency. There was a disturbing video that was posted online, I guess by his in-laws, of him trying to break down the door, going completely off. Now, this is not the Richard Sherman that I'm used to seeing. Richard Sherman, pretty wholesome guy, going through changes. He has a wife, they got kids, the whole 9. His wife originally called 911 because he threatened to kill himself. He was drunk and belligerent and kind of out of it. I don't know if he put his hands on anybody, but he had several charges that were filed against him. He was arrested. He had an injury because they put the dogs on him to get him to calm down because he was resisting arrest. Then the judge let him off without bail. And he's since apologized for his actions. He's fighting, the charges right now. I don't know how the NFL is going to treat him as a result of it. A lot of people are saying age-wise, his NFL career is pretty much over, but his chances of doing, a lot of the players, they have, hosting gigs or news anchor gigs or something like that after they retire from football, and they're not thinking that that's going to be a chance for him. I think it's really, really sad. I think our mental health is super important. And what we have to realize and we have to remember is that we need to take care of ourselves. We take just in general, just the regular people. So I'm sure he takes care of a lot on his own and have a lot of people on his payroll. But when mentally you're not all the way there, you have the money and the means to get the mental health that you need. This also goes back to my thing. Athletes are not robots. They're people too. They got their own stuff that they deal with. They have their own issues that they go through. And they have their own battles, and we can't keep treating them like that. I have a friend, and Brandy has been on the show before. That's what she wants to do. She wants to be a therapist for athletes. She really, really wants to do that. And whatever I can do to support her in that and push her through, I do. And I'm sure she's had time to analyze a lot of these situations and talk about them on her page. But I love the fact that she wants to do that, because that's an untapped market, and there are so many people who are in need of that are athletes. So I urge everybody, it doesn't matter, and Black people too. We have a very big stigma about very, very huge stigma about therapy. Like, we don't want to go sit down and talk to anybody because we people think we're crazy or whatever that situation is. No, we want him to get the help that he needs because he needs it. He threatened to kill himself. That's a big thing. And I know he was drunk, but some of that is truth, especially if you had some brown liquor. They say brown liquor tells the truth every time. So he probably has those inner feelings, and those inner feelings were coming out. But I know it scared the crap out of his in-laws. I'm sure it scared his wife. I'm certain it scared his kids. But I want him to get the help that he needs. And what we need, when we see our people that we look up to, that our kids look up to, that are pillars in our community, they have a mental breakdown like this, we need to rally around them and make sure that they get the help that they need. Yeah. All right. So here we go.
Okay, I think I didn't already ran it on what's bugging us. I don't know why I was thinking what's bugging us was on its own. I don't know why.
We don't have bugging us. We just say what we say on this song.
But I've already said it. But I'm gonna say it again. Okay. The girl on TikTok talking about how Memphis folks talk. And just misrepresent. If you talk like that, that's fine. That's how you talk. But don't say everybody talk like this.
Please don't put us in a bubble together.
Yeah, please don't. And like looking at movies that had, there was Memphis based. It had, like, say for instance,
Terrence Howard. I'm just gonna put that right now. I'm still upset with that man.
What's the name of that movie? Please.
Oh my God. I keep thinking,
it's hard out here for a pimp.
That ain't the name of the movie. It's gonna come.
Hustle and Flow.
Okay, thank you.
And the way they had people in Memphis acting like they talk, I'm like, Lord, we are not hillbillies. We are not hicks. So just because we're from the South don't mean we talk country.
Right.
And when this girl was talking about, I'm gonna have to, like I said, for real, I'm gonna text you one of the videos and you're gonna see what I'm talking about.
Just send it to me, girl.
And her boyfriend making fun of her and no, that's not how you say it. You say it like this. I'm saying it like this. Milk is milk. And I'm like, that's how we talk in Memphis. No, that's not how we
even
talk.
The professional people here, a lot of the professional people, because of the environment that they grew up in, a lot of them don't articulate, and because that's a habit that they've had all their lives, they speak in that manner. Yeah.
So I was like, I had to really just say, you know what? I need to work on my dictation and articulation, because sometimes I don't, I know I can speak better than what I'm speaking now.
Right, absolutely.
But that's what's bugging me. What's bugging you?
So I was getting the slides together, and I saw this report. One of the NFL players, I think he plays for the Kansas City Chiefs, was making remarks stating that CarriRichardson was transgender. And so he's had these little memes coming up against her. I'm seeing a lot of hate being spewed towards Black women's way. Because I excel in this area, it's a problem, and you're threatened by my me excelling in this area of expertise, which is pretty crazy. I don't think that it's okay to continue to double down on this stupid stuff. I don't like it. I'm trying to find this football player's name, and I can't right now. But I was highly pissed off when I saw what he put out there. If you don't like something, it's very easy to just keep your mouth closed. You ain't got to, and far be it for me, who has an opinion on stuff, because that's what my podcast is about my opinions about the things that are going on, the hot topics, or the U.S. government, or politics, or whatever that situation is. I got an opinion, and it's cool to have an opinion, but when you start turning certain opinions and trying to make people believe that they're facts, it's not cool. This young lady didn't ask for any of this. All she wants to do is run. So for you, every time I turn around, if it's a Black woman excelling in a certain area, here comes the hate, and I hate that. I absolutely do. And it pisses me off that you get to continue to do that. The way Facebook is, the way Twitter is, the way a lot of these places people are, or a lot of these social media platforms are, you should not be able to just say whatever you want to in a lot of instances, in a lot of situations. Sometimes I think you guys are pretty sensitive, because one of my friends said something about, I'm going to kill my husband. She was playing. It was a joke, because something he did or something he said that was funny. We all laughed at it, but they said, they sent her a message saying it goes against community standards. But somebody can call somebody a transgender person because of their excellence in a particular sport. She's muscular. That all the damn track runners are muscular. Like, I'm confused. What? Explain to me where what your logic is behind this. It does not make sense. The other thing that bugged me as I was reading, a lot of Black people are trying to cancel Naomi Osaka. So let me.
Why? Because she doesn't want to. She's always played for Japan.
Always. No,
she's a Japanese. She's a Black Japanese. Hold on, no, hold on. But she's not even. She's a Haitian Japanese, because her dad is from Haiti.
Yes, her mother is Japanese. She half Japanese. So here's my other thing, and I'm gonna get off my little soapbox. Dear Black people, because there's some ignorant Black people that got on social media trying to cancel this young lady. First of all, how do you expect somebody to deny part of who they are? How is that possible? Explain that to me. Somebody need to explain that to me, because I don't understand how that works.
Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense at all.
This girl cannot cancel who she is.
which is Japanese.
Which is Japanese and Haitian.
A Haitian Japanese, not in the African American, not in the Black American. She's a Haitian.
Japanese. The same with Tiger Woods, but except Tiger Woods tried to deny he was colored at all. That's a different thing. That's a different ball game. But
she's not denying it, though.
She's not denying who she is. Period. What is the problem? Why? Why do we have to be this way? Why are we like this? She's always played for Japan. She ain't never played for the US of A. Japan. Okay?
Because she lived in Japan.
And I'm sure the rules say in order for you to compete, you got to play for the country that you live in.
Maybe you was born. Wasn't she born in Japan?
She probably was. Ain't no telling. But even so, it doesn't matter.
Because she's half Japanese, half Haitian, half Japanese.
That's who she is. We fight for the wrong things. We worried about the wrong stuff. It's ridiculous. How you worried about?
Oh, she says stuff about that in her documentary too. So,
how you worried about that? And here's the other thing: she wearing Black Lives Matter. She's using her platform to help us in our fight against racial inequality because half of her is Black, Haitian, but she Black. Like, I need us to stop. We are worried about the wrong things. I need the brothers to get off of Sha'Carri's situation. Let it go. If you don't have anything nice to say about that sister, keep it going.
Don't say anything. Because you know what? Silence can take you a long way.
It sure can. And so now, if my child is a fan of your, and when I find the football player's name, I'm gonna post it. Stop. She's not transgender. Stop. She got lady parts. Make it stop. Stop doing that. Just because somebody is excellent, you want to bring them down. She made a mistake. You want to bring her down. Let that go. Right now. Stop it. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
It does not. I'm off my soapbox.
Okay. Feel better?
A little bit. Okay, guys. The Shot Glass Hour. We will be doing it again. 90s R&B night, July the 28th at Smooth Living on Winchester. Make sure you guys are in the building. The doors open at 7. The show actually starts at 8:30. So make sure you guys are there. Our featured artist is Preacher Tim. And I will be singing a couple of songs on the first set. So make sure you guys are coming. It's 10 to get in. We're going to have a bar. We're going to have good food, massage therapists. We're going to have our artists there doing the live painting. It's going to be amazing. Make sure y'all come through and check us out. There's going to be some other artists that are awesome. That's going to be a part of the show as well. I'm excited. July 28th, 90s R&B night. And if y'all want to come through with some 90s gear on, for that evening, make sure y'all dress up in your 90s gear. You know, take it back to high school and middle school for some of y'all.
You got the cross colors.
The cross colors and whatnot. Yeah.
Look, the jeans with the leather on the front.
Yes. Make sure y'all come through and represent. I'm super excited about this show. I have not been singing. So this is going to be first time in a very long time. I think in almost 2 years, to be honest, that I've been singing. So make sure you guys check it out. Our 90s R&B night. I can't wait. It's going to be exciting. But that's next Wednesday nights, the 20th. So make sure y'all are in the building. Wendy, do you have anything, any sales or anything going on?
No sales.
Okay.
No.
Okay. All right, well, Wendy, tell them how they can reach you.
I'm really thinking about getting my hair done just like that again. I'm sorry. I'm loving that. I love the red. You can reach me on Facebook, Wendy Edingbourgh Smith. Oh, you got Edinburgh spelled wrong. Anyway, Oh, yeah, it's Bourgh.
Oh, okay, I
Um,
copied it from there. I'll edit it. I just copied it from we already had this slide made up. Keep going.
okay.
Heather did.
Instagram is at vlux76, and my website, Mary Kay website, www.marykay.com/WEDINGBOURGH.
See,
All
she
right.
spelled it right there. Okay. And the other part of our trifecta is not with us, but you can reach Heather over at Heather's Passion Academy on Facebook, Heather's Passion Academy on YouTube, and with her website, www.heatherspassionacademy.com. Make sure y'all get with her. She is a bedroom candy
Consultant.
consultant. I was looking for the word. And she's also a sexuality
Coach.
coach as well. So make sure y'all get with her for your needs. And you can reach me at on Facebook, Vicskeyas Faith More, on Instagram at Vicskeyas Faith, and Twitter at Vicskeyas Faith as well. You can reach us the Size Up on Facebook, the Size Up 2102 on Instagram, the Size Up Official Podcast over at YouTube, and you can shoot us an email if you want to be on the show, if you have any show ideas, or if you got a topic you want us to talk about, or if you have a letter, you need some advice. We give good advice. We try to at least. But
Yeah.
you can email us at the size up 2102 at gmail.com. And you can listen to us where you listen to podcasts: Anchor, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and SoundCloud. Thank you guys for joining us on today. We have had a ball. We will be back hopefully next week if the Lord sees fit. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow night for It's On. We'll be back here, create the show slides so you guys can see what time to tune in. But make sure y'all are tuning in. And please, we had some people over on YouTube today. I'm super excited about that. Great. Make sure you guys go over to YouTube and follow us, subscribe,
And
like,
hit the like button and the
share.
notification bell.
Yes, share it. And make sure you guys are tuning in. So if you do tune in, if you tune in on Facebook, that's fine. But we would like for you guys to go over to the YouTube page soon. Once we get that kind of up and running, we will be solely going live from YouTube. Can't wait till that happens, but we're gonna work on it and get that growth going. But make sure you guys are back here tomorrow for It's On. We will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.